Hey guys, today we're going to be taking apart this 3070. It seems to be running about 6 degrees hotter than any other card in the rig, so we're going to take it apart and see what it looks like. So they have one little thermal pad on the back plate. They got these weird little plastic pieces, like keeping the back plate from ever crunching down on those, and a little bit of hot glue. Definitely a weird one. So like the 3090, it's got these little guys here, so I'm just going to use a little piece of tape, hold them out of the way, so I shouldn't have to worry about those getting in my way there. Oh yeah, we got those wonderful pads. No wonder it's running hot. I'm going to get these measured up, see what kind I want to use on here. So the 2mm Gillette Extremes look to be about the right size. Nice with these is they are pretty squishy, so they're a little more forgiving. And I think I'm going to do the individual pads for each, so they have a little more room to move around. Get these swapped out. Sweet. So all the pads transferred from the GPU to the heatsink, so they're not too thin. And we have thermal paste transfer from the GPU to the heatsink, so that means they're not too thick. I love it when stuff works. Little bumper pads here. They look like they're in pretty bad shape. Got them all replaced. Got those two little pads, these two, and then I ended up doing the VRM as well. So I'll do a fresh coat of the clean thermal paste, nice smooth layer to make sure it transfers over. Perfect. It's a very thin layer on the GPU, transfers over to the heatsink, so we've got great contact. So nothing seems to be in the way. A little bit of imprint on the VRM pads, so that makes sure we're thick enough. But yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going to get this guy back together. So I think I'm going to hold off doing thermal pads on the back, but I did do very super thin washer, as always, on each screw. That shouldn't be enough to get in the way. Should be okay. Very minimal. But when you're putting these guys on, make sure you go corner to corner. So like start one corner with like 2 turns, start the next side with 2 turns, next side with another 2 turns, and just keep working your way around slowly, so you're not just cranking down on one side and then you try the other side so it sits kind of crooked. So yeah, just start a few turns on each screw, keep going back and forth until they're all tight. Let's take a look at this back plate. So I got that one replaced, and I started to do the memory. I want to see what the temps are without doing those. I like to see just doing whatever pads they had, and I got these put back on. And if you haven't seen in the previous video, this kind of slides that way and then they pull out. The little black piece there lifts up. Let's see what these temps are right now. Awesome. Got no change. So the bottom 3 here, 44, 44, 50. Previous numbers before the pads, 44, 44, 50. Hotspot is 1 degree warmer than it used to be. So yeah, doing basic pads, no change in core. That could be helping memory since we can't see memory temp on the 3070. So I will do the backplate. So I'll do memory and probably on the back side of the GPU as well. I'm going to take a quick break, finish my coffee. I'll be right back. So I got some 2mm at the memory. Got that earlier 2mm there. Gonna add a 2mm across the back here. And I'm not sure on the center. Almost thinking a 1 at the back of the GPU die there. I want to get a little contact, but man, that's close. So I'm gonna do a quick test fit on this, see what I come up with. Test fit is complete, so I got 2mm on all the outside pads, and then I got a 1mm in the center. I'm almost thinking 1.5 might have been better here, but I'm gonna tighten it down, see if it's bulging out at all. Yeah, not terrible. Ever so slightly bowed. I'm not sure if 1.5s would have worked. If you guys have done this before and you used 1.5s, let me know how it went. Unfortunate part, this screw here ended up stripping out, so yeah, run that risk taking these guys apart. It felt a little soft the last time I was putting it in, and I didn't want to crank it down, and then this time it gave way pretty early, so it's definitely stripped. I might have to put some Loctite or something on it just to hold it there so it doesn't fall out. Yay for me, taking apart brand new video cards. But I want them cooler. They need to be happy little GPUs. And happy GPUs don't run 6 degrees hotter than the other cards in the rig. Test number 2, we'll see what happens. Well, I'm giving up. No change. So replacing regular thermal pads, adding some to the back, no change. If anything, it dropped 1 degree. I've got this card sitting next to it is at 45. That one's at 42. Previous numbers were 42 and 44, so the whole rig is running 1 degree hotter. And I'm at the same temp, so 1 degree I saved. All that work, all those thermal pads. Not worth it for the 3070 founders. If you guys have had some better luck, let me know, but I'm calling it. I'm done. Moving on to the next one. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today. Hopefully that saves you some time and money. If you're new to the channel, or you've been here for a while, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon so you know when I got a new video up. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.